Back in the year 36, a caveman named Lewis invented the first diet, and I followed it. I tried it for 3 weeks. Didn't work for me, but he saved his people. So I started eating this high-fat keto diet back on May 1st. It's been about 5 months, and a couple pounds of flubber later, and we're doing good. But I made a key discovery. We gotta discuss it. This whole high-fat, protein fear stuff that I've been spreading. Let's talk about it.
Just let me be a monkey.
For my camera homies, if you're curious, we're on the Sony a7 III with the Zeiss 55mm Tony 1.8 for the glory. Don't put your knee in the shot. You have hairy knees. So basically, I've been telling you and believing that too much protein hurts the kidneys. What we know for sure, you can't argue this. People with pre-existing kidney disease, eating too much protein ruins their life. It destroys their kidneys. So I've theorized, even if you have healthy kidneys, too much protein is hurting them in some way. Eventually, you're gonna end up on dialysis, you loser. Doesn't it make sense though? Like obviously protein damages weak kidneys, so they slightly injure strong kidneys, and eventually you weaken to the loser mode. So being on a high-fat keto diet and trying to limit your protein is almost impossible. It's so stupid. Like any bit of meat, it's like, oh, okay, we're done. Like a tiny piece of meat, you've gotten your protein for the day. Where are you gonna get your calories from? So I've been struggling. I have this place that I get my grass-fed beef suet from, but they're often out of it. So I have to revert back to their grain and grass-fed. Still happy cows, but some more omega-6. I want pure, just ancient mastodon meat. So I've been looking around for other sources, and I tell you, like I've emailed about 5 farms here in Ontario. Only one person got back to me saying, yeah, we have some fat trimmings. I don't know if that's going to be a reliable source or not, but the reality is grass-fed animals are lean. We're all meant to be lean, swift, and dexterous. Just swinging from the trees. What the hell was that motion? Oh God, it's all in the shot too. Oh no. So what I've been trying to do is like 80% fat. It doesn't make any sense in nature. I'm using my mind to try to figure out the diet. Okay, too much protein hurts the kidneys, so we've got to lower that. Carbs are bad for you, we know that. Just up the fat to insane amounts you would never see anywhere in nature. It doesn't make any sense. There doesn't seem to be a safe alternative though, because once you lower the fat, you got to up something else. It can't be sugar, in my opinion. Too much fat and sugar together, that's bad news. We know that. I think. I know it. So then you'd have to up the protein. Then we risk kidney damage and constipation. Things flow good here sometimes. Come with me. I want to show you something. I have nothing to show you. So I've been theorizing. When I go to these farm websites, and they often offer like a lamb, half a lamb. You could buy the whole lamb if you had a freezer. You might want to do that. You would never get 80% fat out of that, ever. It's so hard, like how would you do it sustainably in nature? You would never see it. So me trying to devise this way to eat with my mind fearing protein, I've created an unnatural beast of a diet that will kill us all. It can't be good. So I'm leaning towards eating normal, just slaughtering pigeons. I just feel like after 5 months of doing this, my body composition is not amazing. It's kind of flubberized. I don't want to put any fear in your heart and say, oh, you think you're fat? I'm not fat. I'm just saying that one arm pull-up ain't getting any closer with this body. I look fine. I look hefty and husky. It's fine. There's not like a gut on me, but it's weird. And I feel like eating fat, everyone says, oh, eat fat to lose fat. Not in my body. The more fat I eat, the more fat I am. Help. I think I'm just eating way too much because fat isn't as satiating as protein. So I'm eating like 3,200 calories often. It's like I don't need it. I'm often just sitting here looking for conspiracies. Oh, Oh, the virus was made in a lab. Oh, that's interesting. I don't deserve 3,200 calories. There's no way I earned it. So what am I doing here? And sometimes I'm a little queasy after these meals. These giant fatty meals, and they're kind of gross. If I'm being honest with you, this beef suet, when I put like 220 grams of beef suet and it's melted, it's almost a soup of grease. It's disgusting. I'm like, why am I nauseous? Drinking the grease, what's happening? I know nothing, so I'm leaning towards following my boy, Daniel Jury, with his increased protein to satiate the body. Then you'll need less calories, and then you won't look like a flubber witch. People say eating too much protein ages the body. I've said it. But if you eat less calories, that should anti-age the body, counteracting the protein increase age factor. What could go wrong? Nothing. It just doesn't make sense what I'm doing. Like, I'm eating all this beef suet. There's only so much of that in an entire cow. There's just like a couple chunks of fat on top of the kidneys. That's what beef suet is. And it's like, you could never sustain yourself. I'm asking this farm to give me pounds and pounds of it, and they're like, we got 3 cows. What are you doing? You're bankrupting us. So I think I'm gonna lower my fat a bit, up the protein, and never poo again, basically. I'll just hold it. I'll hold it for later. And if you need some, you know where to come. I got it. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, you keto freaks. What's your balance? How much fat percentage? Do you even care? Am I a freak? Do you add butter to your steak and then fry it in lard and then drink oil? Or are you just normal? Make a steak, eat it. A little butter. Go fuck your butter in the bitch. It is so unfortunate that I can't tolerate dairy because there's all this grass-fed butter abundance in the stores. I could just be loading up. It's probably cheap too. I'm having egg yolks. That's getting weird. My girlfriend saw me the other day. I just crack an egg yolk, empty it over the garbage to separate the white, and then I eat it, and she was like, I'm impossible to live with. That's all we know for sure. So let me know your tips down below. Too much fat? Is that weird? Too much protein? How do you feel on it? Can you overdo it? Will I get keto eyes? Do I already have them? Stay tuned. All right, we're done. Thanks for thumbing up the video, of course. I've wrote a letter to YouTube. I'm pretty sure they're gonna disallow the thumbs down, so there's only so much hate you can dish out before you get it back. Ain't that the truth? Yeah. So you're thumbing this video down because you just tiled your floor with penguin feathers. It's not even sustainable. It's not even easy to clean. It's a bad choice. It's a bad move. How are you going to sweep it? It only goes one direction. What if you need to get something from the other side? Yeah. Should have thought of that. You just make bad decisions. So, we're done. How did the Sony perform today? Is it very orange? It looks orange. Why did I use auto white balance? Oh God. I'm gonna leave. Thanks for buying a camera. Oh, Vegetable Conspiracies t-shirt. Subscribe for more videos. See you tonight.